My name is Ethlyn Tendo, and you are welcome to Hustle and Mind, the show where we talk about everything entrepreneurship and employment. In this episode, we will be talking about youth unemployment.
The 8th Sustainable Development Goal is the commitment to provision of decent work and the support of economic growth. This notwithstanding, youth unemployment remains to be a global crisis, with a study of the United Nations Children's Fund revealing that 621 million young people aged 15 to 24 years old are not in education, employment, or training. Another study by the World Bank equally indicated an alarming spike in youth unemployment in Kenya from 7.3% in 2016 to a whopping 13.8% in 2021. With unemployment among the youth bearing serious repercussions on self-esteem, poverty eradication efforts, social stability, and equity, it is without a doubt that we need to do something and do it now. Join us in our conversation with some experts in this field, as well as Kenyan youth themselves, as we explore this anomaly of youth unemployment.
See, that's the challenge of this generation. It's not just one thing. Of course, previously they said just work hard, study, get the good grades, and then you get a job. That's no longer true. And then after that, they say, networking. Network, it's about who you know. It's not so much about what you know. But that's not sufficient. Now, we want you to have good grades, and we want you to network, but at the same time, we want you to have skills.
If you go to any government office or any big company, they only advertise jobs when they don't have any referrals. Mostly, if I want to employ a secretary, number one, I'll go to my contact list, I'll check. If there's no one, then I'll advertise that job. So it means the more you know people, the more you're connected, the more you get a job. So there's no equality.
Rich people are able to take their children to very good schools, and thereafter to take them to the universities, whether locally or abroad, and where possible even through the master's program. Poor people, on the other hand, take their children where they can afford. More often than not, these are either public schools that the quality of education is not necessarily very high, especially in primary schools. By the time they go to high school, they are out competed for good schools, and they still end up now in less than satisfactory schools. And of course, the same applies to colleges, if they succeed to go to colleges. The supply side of the labor market is education. And education is squarely on the docket of the government in terms of policy, in terms of the kind of education that they formulate.
I wish we could include a business aspect in every course that we give to our kids, so that you grow knowing, I'm a journalist, but I can start my own farm.
It is important that they develop proper TVET institutions, they develop proper institutions of higher learning.
Teach a place whereby you can do business.
Yes.
Because many youths are not exposed.
The whole education framework spectrum is supposed to prepare someone for the labor market and make them useful for the labor market.
People in job markets, they always want someone who is doing something, not idle at home. Most people will ask you, do you have experience of any kind? You don't have. So I think if I was asked to advise someone is, as you're waiting for that job, do something.
Other things that you are able to do beyond your day-to-day learning, and the experience you get out of the student leadership, out of the volunteership, out of the small experience you get working with the university matters. The networks you build out there with other people in the labor market already as you engage, as they get to interact with you and know you matter. Are you able to communicate? Are you able to push yourself out of your comfort zone and communicate and build some skills that ordinarily you would not in class? That matters.
My job search experience has been fairly good. I got the job I was looking for. My friends, my age mates are definitely having a hard time. First and foremost, nepotism, as much as we are trying to escape that narrative. I have a friend who applied for a position. She's qualified, she got shortlisted, but at the end of the day, the employer gave the job to his friend's daughter. Confidence and humility concurrently. Confidence because, yes, I'm a lawyer. I want these people to acknowledge me as a lawyer. Humility because they'll offer me a job as an office assistant or a clerk. I'll not refuse it. I'll take the job. And then while I'm there, I want to climb up the ladders. I'll show them, yes, you gave me this position, but I can also do this. I can also do that. So I'd say just be confident and humble at the same time.
Well, there you have it, guys. We have heard about youth unemployment. We hope that you learned something that will make you better, will grow you, and just the situation that other people are facing in Kenya and Nairobi at the moment. We hope that this was useful and helpful to us. Stay tuned and find us
everything you
Hustle
put
and
your
Mind across
hand
every
go
social
up.
media
Your name
platform.
go
And until
open
next time,
doors.
guys.
You self go be a boss. Amen. Amen. Everything you put your hand go up. Your name go open doors. You self go be a boss. Amen. Amen. Every hustler getting paid. Where the hustle go.